What's up? My name's Alexander Ford. I'm the president of Measurable Genius, and business owners and entrepreneurs hire us to become scaling growth firms in their industry. I'm here with Michael Stevenson, the owner of
Transform Destiny.
Both of us serve business owners in different domains, and so we're just going to talk. Like, you've had a ton of experience coaching business owners. You're a coach, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I teach something called neurolinguistic programming. My favorite definition of the many is that it's the programming language for your mind. And, you know, most of us, we come into this world with this amazing supercomputer. Imagine you got a supercomputer in the mail. You unboxed it. What do you do with it, right? If you don't have an instruction manual for it, how do you program it? How do you interface with it? How do you even know what the purpose of it is if you don't have the instruction manual? And so NLP is that instruction manual for the supercomputer of the mind.
Awesome. Okay, so help me understand this. The number one thing that you're doing with your clients is you're helping them to then break down their thoughts, the language that they're using, and the problems that they're facing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so can you share with me maybe the top one or two challenges that most of your clients are facing and how you help them solve those challenges?
You know, the biggest problem that I think most business owners face, especially small business owners who are just getting into business, is action. Right? You could tell them exactly what to do. You can give them exact strategies. They can look at somebody who's, you know, maybe like a coach in the field, like a Tony Robbins or a Gary Vaynerchuk, and they can see everything that those people are doing. They know what to do. They just don't do it, right? It's even, you know, in the spiritual fields, right? We see the law of attraction stuff. People watch The Secret. They think they can sit at home, meditate in the bedroom, and then, you know, millions of dollars are going to fall into their lap. And really, when it comes down to it, the biggest thing that holds everybody back in business is, most people, I should say, is taking action. Right, and I'm a big fan of saying that I think that mindset is more important than skill set.
Okay.
Right, I think in most cases you need to solve the mindset issues first, clear that stuff out of the way, then skill set becomes usable, because otherwise there's these big mental blocks that people have, and they don't actually do what they learn in their skill set.
Got it. So can you share with us like one or two of the limiting beliefs that you find that they're facing? Like, I'm sure your clients come to you being like, I want this thing, I don't have this thing, and I'm not taking action.
Right.
And so you're like, okay, well, we need to take action, so here are the things that you're helping them to get over, like the beliefs that are preventing that action to begin with.
Yeah, probably the biggest belief that I find probably 99% of the people in the world have is I'm not good enough. Right? And I work in the coach space. We get these people, they're deeply heart-centered. They want to help people, they want to transform the world, and for whatever reason, once they learn the skills of coaching, and even the marketing skills, they get to the point where they go, who am I? Tony Robbins is out there. Why would anybody pick me over Tony Robbins? Well, imagine if Tony Robbins said, why would anybody pick me over Jim Rohn, right? Right? He came from Jim Rohn. He was Jim Rohn's opening guy. And if he had said, oh, Jim Rohn's already doing it, he's already helping people, Tony Robbins wouldn't help the, 25 million people he's helped in the world? And so people get into this mode where they go, I'm not good enough, you know, why would anybody listen to me? I'm going to screw this up, you know, and ultimately it really, all of it ties back, even though it comes to different words, all of it ties back to I'm not good enough. And it's a big belief I think everybody deserves to let go of.
So that's interesting because we've been spending time here in Las Vegas, and I'm looking out at the horizon and I'm seeing these buildings with names on it. Steve Wynn, Donald Trump,
right.
These huge resorts with these big personalities who've chosen to put their own name in lights.
Yep.
And what I'm hearing you say is that these people are asking the question, like, who am I to take an action in my life? Right. They'd be probably facing the same question, who am I to put my name on a building?
Oh, yeah.
And the reality is, I think that most business owners don't give themselves permission to be their own brand or to place their own name, because really the only thing preventing you from having your own name in lights, or for a business owner to build their own brand instead of wearing the brand of other people, is that choice in their mind to step into that. I am worthy. I will build my own brand. I'm going to make my own sneakers. I'm going to make my own t-shirts. I'm going to put my own name on here. Was it you that mentioned to me putting the name on uniform clothing?
I heard it from Tony.
But you, and like that was the whole thing. They're like, listen, put your own name on your clothing and expense it as uniform. Right? Like buy a suit jacket with your own logo on it, and all of a sudden it's a business expense.
Yeah.
But you just have to be bold enough to emboss your own name instead of the names of other people. Do you find that?
Yeah, exactly. I find especially in the coach space and the healing spaces, we have a level of toxic humility that's going on.
Toxic humility.
Yeah.
That's good.
Everybody thinks humility is a great thing. And yes, humility is a good thing when it's balanced. We also have this belief in the spiritual and the healing fields that, you know, your ego is not your amigo. Ego's a bad thing. No, ego is a functional part of the human nervous system. We need ego, but we need a balance of ego and humility. And what's happened is people have shunned their ego, and they've got this massive sense of humility. I had one of my clients once say to me, he goes, you know, I just want to be humble like Jesus. And I go, hang on a minute, didn't Jesus come here and say, I'm the Son of God, you need to listen to me? Is that humble? Right? Now, Jesus wasn't an egomaniac, right? And so that's the thing, is finding that balance between, you know, you're allowed to have some ego. It's healthy to have some ego. And it's also healthy to have some humility and not be going around and going, you know, look at how amazing I am all the time, you know, because marketing requires you to let go of some humility and to embrace some celebrity.
I agree with that.
You know,
100%.
Yeah, and most people don't embrace that celebrity. They think that's being egotistical.
Okay, so lesson learned. Embrace celebrity. Take it from two sons of God. You need to listen to us. My name's Alexander.
Michael.
Thanks for watching.